Hey, are you guys ready for another fun bashing of KZ and CCA? Well, you're not in luck. I have the trio. I'm an idiot. I have terrible KZ instincts. I bought the trio, then I had buyer's remorse and asked for a refund. By the way, got to tell you, KZ for customer service is pretty damn fantastic. It kind of puts a lot of other sellers to shame. Really does. Judy at KZ, you send her an email and say, hey, can I cancel this? Done. And forgotten about. Fantastic. And then I went and bought the Symphony because I thought, oh, newest, greatest. It's a horrible, horrible tuning. I don't get you, KZ. I really don't. I know you can tune. I know you can do it. You have the ability. But it kind of just, and bear with me here, it's my theory that, KZ every once in a while has to throw shit at a dartboard to see what sticks and get some impressions back to make sure that and I'm happy to do it for you guys, keep you on the straight and narrow. So I think the Symphony was really like, hey, old school KZers, whether weird shit naming system and tuning, here's a 2024 version for you. Enjoy. And then right after that, or right before that, they come out with the CCA TRIO, and let's talk about it for a second. Your typical kind of smoky gray shell, translucent bottom part. Looks like they have kind of a 3D printed internals that directs the three 8mm dynamic drivers. Now, in this case, 2 are for the lows. 1 is for the mids and highs. And it's interesting. I don't know if they're all exactly the same driver, but just tuned differently. And 4 freaking tuning switches. The bane of my reviewer's existence. And as a consumer, I mean, I have a little bit easier job, and that's why I put stuff on Squiglink to kind of help you as well. To kind of identify, as your kind of tuning preferences, you can look at a Squiglink and look at some graphs and go, okay, no, that's going to be way too much highs, or maybe it's going to be way too much bass. And of course, graphs are just a tool to help you, but let's talk about this bad boy. There is not going to be a shit-on session. In fact, if anything else, honestly, KZ, you did well. I loved the Castor Bass. Love it, love it. I still own it. I won't sell it. The Rhapsody kind of went away. I typically only keep one of something that I think is the best. Now, this one was a loaner to me. So I thank the Canucks Audioholics and Jay for this one. So, it's got 4 tuning switches. They work. I wish IM manufacturer would switch stop. I understand the whole premise of it, but it's just evil. What does this thing sound like? Well, to me now, this is the best. I think if you are a KZ CCA fan, buy 2. Buy the Castor Bass and buy the Trio, and you're done. That's all you need. Forget any other IM that they make. and just buy these two and you're good to go. What is that going to set you back an entire $50-$60? That's pretty fantastic investment. Are you getting top of the line sound? No. These wild KZ claims that this thing is going to be a $1,000 killer, though that's just marketing speak. It really is. But the Trio, it's fun. And it's surprisingly clean in the mids. If you, for me, my settings, and everyone is different, and okay, so there's the pro of the tuning switches. For me, it is up, 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 down, right? I thought it was the most balanced, and if I did up, up, down, down, it added a little bit more of the mid bass in, and it wasn't as clean in the bass. So I really liked this tuning for me. And that's what's really also hard to give people impressions of this IM, and the fact that it is very tunable, moldable. So how does it sound? Well, how does it sound on your on your tuning switches, right? That's what it sounded like. And I'm certainly not going to go through all of them, but for me, this is how the Trio played back. Sound was fun, clean, surprisingly resolving on a very clean source. And that was also kind of one of the cons of this set for me as well. How does the bass sound? The bass goes from big thumpy to kind of warm, and if you wanted to, you could get a little bit more of the bass bleed in there for male vocals if you're a huge fan of that. I chose to not put as much bass in and enjoyed a really nice replay. On the up, 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 down was great, and the mids were great for vocals actually on this setting. I also really enjoyed the highs quite a lot. They were very energetic, not too overdone. I mean, you can hear, and this is the difference between these drivers and a different set. And the way this is tuned, it's a wonderful V. I would definitely put this set, though, on a warmer source, and the reason I say that is when I tried it on like the EPZ TP50. It's a very resolving little dongle, and it brought out the shortcomings of this IM, where the mids started to get a bit grainy and splashy, and that was not the source so much as you could hear the IM limitations, right? I mean, why would you pay $1,000 for a soft ears Twilight? Because that driver is one hell of more resolving. If KZ took the drivers from the SimGot EAA 500 LM and put 3 of those in there and did the same thing, oh my God, it would be phenomenal, right? Because with a better quality drivers, I would definitely put this on a warm source. So if you've got a warmer source, definitely try that over a more resolving one. And there's some dongles that have come out, like that Kiwi Ears. Teddy from Superchunk basically said it was one of the warmest he's heard. That would probably be a great pairing with this one. I haven't heard that, but I believe Teddy. So, and that would kind of stop some of the grainy splashiness in the high end that you can hear on a more resolving source. So, CCA Trio, a short one. Just to sum up, I think it's absolutely fucking terrific. Great job, KZ, and keep going along this lines. What I'd love to see is just a little bit less of the huge pinna rises and bass dips. You don't need to go so crazy if you flatten that out. Actually, no, don't change a goddamn thing, because you know what? If somebody loves that flavor, they're going to love this IM and this flavor of KZ CCA. If you wanted something different, and that was the other difference between my other favorite 3 dynamic driver IM, which was the RTR1. Yes, it's more money. It's kind of like almost double the price of this one, but that's more of the neutral, flat, articulate one that you could be an all-rounder, where this is the fun brother, right? And I was just thinking about this while I'm listening to Metallica and the cymbal strikes and the crashes and stuff, and I was like, damn, I would so take this over the Penon Serial or the Penon Quattro. That I just didn't move me emotionally, where $40 set has fun and emotion, music, fun. What can I say? KZ, thanks for this one. Appreciate it.